Hey everybody, it's Grant, and today we got my good friend, Mr. Dylan Alvarez, back and ready to do another BTS financial video for the channel.
I'm excited.
So today we're gonna be reacting to Jungkook's apartment. So his luxury Korean apartment, it's gonna be a tour. We've looked at an overall of their real estate. We haven't actually got to look inside, so I cannot wait to see what my man has going on in there.
Sure, it's kind of crazy.
If you guys know how much this apartment was, please comment below before we actually get in the video. I'm sure we're gonna find out in the video, but I'd love to see what you think. So please comment that below, as well as hit that subscribe button, power up that like button, and hit that notification bell because, you know, we got some Pokemon over here. We got a lot of crazy stuff that I think you're gonna like. And it might sound goofy, but it's really entertaining to watch, if I say so myself. And Dylan's had a blast.
Oh, this is I like these. I like these kind of nights. These are fun.
So Dylan is on his way to 200,000 subscribers, and I'm on the way to 20,000 subscribers. So please consider showing both of our channels a little bit of love. Let's get in this video and
Forget about Japan. If he gets on to Japan, I'm not letting him forget that bet. Shout out to Korea Crush.
subscribe.
The Trimage. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
that is a beautiful building.
How tall is it? Oh my God. I was like, when's it gonna stop?
Is that a pool or is that like a fountain? Like I just like to go lay by the fountain? That's not a pool. That's a fountain.
What? Oh, and he's playing Euphoria in the background. Dude, that's...
Copyright free.
So also, Jungkook is the youngest in BTS. But
How old does that make him? 22?
he's a year older than me. I think he's 23.
23.
But he's one of the most talented men in the world. You need to just like watch more to realize, because like you're in the beginning stages, but man, you'll realize soon that Jungkook's the next level of talent, along with the rest of the members, of course. Dude, that can't be the only security. It's got to be more than that. That's huge. Can you imagine owning one of those?
I'd rather have 70 rental properties than have the one for me.
Why do you say that?
We just played the mansion was destroyed. And to be honest with you, I feel that that was the absolute best thing that could have happened, because me and Kayla were buying that for a luxury. It was cool. It was amazing. But literally a hurricane showed up, and I'm not trying to be weird here, but a hurricane showed up and stopped a luxury transaction I was going to try.
It was right before too. Like
I was supposed to close on the 30th, and I actually should have. It makes me mad, okay? I should have closed before, but my friend was trying to protect me because there was a title issue that he spent 30 grand on fixing when he bought it. So he wasn't trying to transfer that over. And yes, he did give me a rough offer to fix it, but regardless, that was a 100% luxury purchase. And for $1.5 million is what I was buying it for. I mean, I only paid $350
That's right. Yeah.
for 8 apartments. So now those are my older stuff. I could build 10 to 12 apartments for that same number.
Gotcha.
No, I could build 14 apartments for that same number and make it beautiful. So I can either have something for myself for $1.5 million. I'm sure this is way more than that. Comment below. Or I could invest that. And
a lot of smaller properties.
Yeah, it's delayed gratification versus instant gratification. The fountains, everything. I don't want to keep pausing it and making the video too long, but the fountains, everything is very nice.
It's almost like too much to enjoy. 157 grand in cash.
Wait, that's not a lot of money for this apartment? That's what he paid? Okay, I'm thrilled if that's the case.
I thought it was something. No, there's no way. We heard way bigger numbers. So J-Hope bought a house on the same floor. Huh.
I want to go, okay. In that case, yes, I would like to have a house here.
I thought they were a couple million. Maybe this is their old house. Huh. Y'all let us know down in the comments below.
It's very nice.
I mean, 157 grand in cash is still a lot to just put.
But that was a lot of value for 157,000.
Yeah. Now that's a See, it's kind of
fountain
like
pool.
would you rather live in a really nice apartment like this or have your own home?
Good question. So I would say definitely my own home. But if I could ever afford a cool apartment in New York, that would be where I would have my apartment.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
I mean, you don't have to calm down now. But I would say, I would absolutely love to have apartments that we own, condos
Yeah.
around, because when we turn them into Airbnbs. You know me, like, you want somebody living? Yes, as long as they're paying for the mortgage, I want them to live there, shower there, and poop there, whatever they need to do. But something's gotta be wrong. It's 157,000.
I know this might have been their first apartment.
Still super nice. I mean,
still super nice.
they got more respect from this stuff for 157 in that building than $6 million. I mean, but maybe it's an even cooler building. But
Army will explain in the comments.
I have no doubt.
Let's just enjoy how beautiful just the outdoors.
Oh
is.
yeah, it's so tranquil.
It's almost too tranquil though.
It's like the Moody Gardens right there.
Yeah, in just one apartment complex. But it's almost like too tranquil, you know?
Yeah, we need to jazz this up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Aw. Trimage.
Should say Jungkook.
It's just like, this really is like a different world. Like, even like with luxurious real estate here, you don't really see it like this, do you?
I mean, no. They don't care about the ponds. They don't care about it's
The nature and stuff. It's
concrete.
Yeah.
I try
It's
to
kind of sad.
Yeah, I try to put green spaces in my real estate,
Yeah.
even if it costs me a little money. I think people are going to start to get to know that I'm not all about the bottom line. I've never have been.
Right.
If
you watch some of your
important.
content, like you notice that too. Like,
Yeah, it's important, but still, I mean, this is his actual place.
no, it is crazy to me. And
No,
I know
it is his place. That's his place. I love that view. I mean, it's
it's beautiful.
157,000.
View, but it's such a.
I'm gonna go be his neighbor.
It's such a. Dude, that'd be cool. It's such a small space, though. It's kind of mind-boggling that this space is $157,000.
Wait, you're saying that's a bad value?
It's not bad. It's just it's mind-boggling that like that
I mean,
amount
you got
of space.
so you got beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows, which are very expensive to be able to put in something like this.
Okay.
I'm surprised that they opened, but the building might be a little older because you don't want to have opening windows. That's a lot of liability for somebody to jump out, fall out, whatever.
Yeah.
You got your recessed lighting inside there. I mean, you got a lot of nice stuff. I don't know what this is.
Maybe it
I would
elevates.
assume it was like a fireplace or something, but
It looks like it elevates for your TV.
Maybe so, but I mean, it's a very luxurious place, and as far as size, you're not gonna go to New
Yeah.
York, dude. For 3,000 square foot in New York, it's $15 million. But you
Wow.
go to Miami, and for $15 million, you're gonna get frickin'
Miami. It is, regardless. The view is amazing. It's a little disco ball.
Yeah, I mean, off Westheimer in Houston, you're gonna end up paying $1 million for an apartment this size.
I almost would be afraid to live that high because I am scared of heights.
Just don't open the window.
Just don't, I'm
why we don't-
gonna black out the windows.
That's why we don't have windows that open, in case,
Now this is for somebody that is an artist the way they are. I can imagine they get a lot of their ideas just looking out, walking around, and just gathering. Just like trying, just
way prettier than Lake Charles.
a little bit prettier, especially after the hurricane. We don't gotta talk about that. Dude, that's incredible.
I like real estate in other countries that's newer because the Empire State Building's so old, but it's so amazing, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have the opportunity to be new, to where what would they do these days with all that real estate?
Right. If you put a more modern touch on it, who knows what they would have utilized with that.
But I like it. I like older things too, so.
Yeah,
like
they
me,
have events.
Dad,
Oh my goodness, stop it. I'm not his son.
no.
See, I feel like though that I don't know if you would raise a family in here.
Why? I mean, you either want apartment life or you want suburban life. I prefer suburban life. I don't want to be in the country by any means. That luxurious mansion that we talked about earlier, or house, very nice house, was the closest thing I would be to country life, which was heck of country life. But I mean, it was fancy country life.
Fair enough.
But I mean, some people like this. You don't have to cut your grass. You don't have to do anything else. You just pay your HOAs. Like, some people like the convenience of these things. My tenants that rent from me from apartments, they like that they have nothing to worry about besides going inside their house, paying their rent, and their utility bill, and their.
It's just it's just what you want.
It's all about preference. It's very tranquil.
I know.
And then, you know, South Korea is a powerhouse too in their own right.
But what they were saying, I don't know if you saw, but they were saying that it's actually smart to pay in cash in South Korea with their real estate and stuff like that. I don't know how it would differ from here, but.
So, I mean, when you're looking at cash, there's two versions of cash that people are starting to come up with their own idea. So when you say cash these days, that means green dollars, you know, or whatever dollars.
Currency.
But the other form of cash, which that cash is risky because, you know, you don't know what kind of cash you're accepting or whatever else. The term cash is check, you know, like a cashier's check. When you pay someone in cash, like, so in the event that I have a line of credit that I have paid off a building, and so that line of credit is designed so if Dylan is starting out in life and he's finally getting into real estate because he's saved up $50,000 and Dylan's going to the bank says he can have $240,000. Dylan puts his 50 grand down, he goes to buy his $240,000 house, and the close is how long? 30? No, about 45 days, okay? You got to get an appraisal, you got to get all this stuff. And if I walk in there and I say, all right, look, I don't know what your offer is to Dylan, but I'm going to pay you $220,000 right now, cash. Dylan's in trouble because what happens if the appraisal comes back wrong on Dylan's deal? What happens if the bank doesn't approve Dylan? What happens in the event that Dylan's down payment ends up not being enough? Where cash, it's quick, it's easy, and it's appealing. So short closes, that's why you go watch $1 Million Listing for apartments like this. That's why the cash offer with the easiest amount of time to close always wins.
I was gonna say, it seems like a big bargaining chip.
Yeah, so in the event this apartment was $200,000 and he says, I'll pay you $157,000 cash, which I still feel is super cheap. Just because I don't know the real estate. That's why I told you I'll be useless in this video because I don't know another area's real estate, nonetheless, in other countries. But, I mean, it's beautiful, and he says that, and then they go, all right. And it also depends on supply and demand. You know, what if they have 20 of these available, or if they have one? If they have one,
people are lining up to get this one for that price. They're gonna
he's gonna have to pay.
Try to bump the price.
He'll have to pay more. But if they have 30 of them, then he's, you know, he gets it for what he wants.
So that's just supply and demand at that point.
Supply and demand, and it's all simple economics.
Well, I gotta say, like, I would love, except for the height, I would love to live in that.
Height's a pretty cool part, though.
You think so?
Yeah, just without windows that open.
I guess I've been having an apartment life for such a long time now that
ready to be on the ground.
I'm ready. But I'm tired of hauling groceries up the stairs and stuff. So I'm sure they got people for that. But a thing with me is that, like, I almost don't like having a confined space for outdoor activity, if that makes sense. Like, even though they have a super tranquil garden and everything like that, there's a charm to just having your own fenced-in backyard.
That's why I said exactly what I said. I would rather be on my own property than an apartment. Now, if I was going to travel to a place, I'd love to have an apartment. Get kind of a getaway, a little change.
Well, and also, they live in the studio, I feel like, so it's like they probably don't have so much time to enjoy in their apartments in the first place.
Sure.
And they probably own other real estate, too. And they have families, and they go stay with them, too. So.
Comment below. I would love to see all of their real estate.
Yeah, this video, I'm not sure how old it is. Oh, my boy is in the whip. Oh, okay, I see you.
Hit the nos.
So I'm so confused. I guess people just chill by the pond in those little. I mean, why not?
Read a book, write a song.
How much do you think they spend in lawn care a month?
I'm officially stressed.
Shrubs and everything like that?
I had to buy my own lawnmower so we could get it under control. It's so expensive.
Yep.
I still have my main lawn company doing everything else, but for all the big property, and eventually, hopefully, you know, it'll turn into something. Make another venture. Make some more capital.
Ooh, never know.
Get me some cool properties in South Korea.
Dude, that would be so sick. I don't even know if that's a possibility, but if it was, that'd be so cool. It's hard to invest in their stock market.
It depends on how long that flight is. I don't like to fly that long.
I think it's like at least 13 hours.
I'm scared when we speak it into existence, but when we hit 100,000 subscribers, I am nervous about how long the flight is
It's gonna be
to
long.
Japan.
We better move our legs and not get blood clots. It's that long.
Oh, it's gonna suck for you and Coach, sir.
Oh, that's messed up. I'll take it. I don't care. I'll take it.
I'll make a YouTube video in the little cubicle that they give you.
Dude, it's crazy. Some of those planes.
I'll bring you some peanuts.
Oh, thanks, Graham. Appreciate it.
It's
Dude,
better than the Pokeball.
Dude, I'm gonna be so excited just to be going to Japan. I don't care where I'm sitting. Oh wait, is this like a super? Oh,
It's like a master plan community. Those are cool.
that's what it's called, a master plan community.
I mean, like that's what you have a lot in Texas. So when you go to Sugarland, Texas, when you go to the Woodlands, there's a reason that the Woodlands looks the same. There's a reason that Sugarland looks the same. I don't know, but when you start looking at these things around the building and they all look the same, it's from either the same developer or a master plan community that has very strict HOA guidelines that you pay to be a part of. So like if they're gonna bring some traffic and they're gonna have a great place for you to be at, then yeah, you pay the fees to do and you look the way they need you to look.
Gotcha.
Uniform looks good.
So it doesn't matter if you're a good business. You gotta be uniform with what the vision that they're creating.
Yeah.
Wow.
And let's say, like in master plan communities, the only way to get around their guidelines is be at like 10,000 square feet or bigger, which is like Kroger's way bigger than 10,000 square feet. But you get where I'm going
like a
with.
Walmart or something like that.
Yeah, Walmart, Kroger's, they call the shots. CVS, they call the shots.
They got some cool shops. It almost reminds me of like my community at LSU. At LSU, I had an apartment complex with just a grocery store and everything downstairs. Of course, this is a larger version of that, but...
Yeah, I mean, you know, bigger schools have food courts that actually have McDonald's and Cane's and all that stuff inside of them. So yeah, it's very, very similar to that. But once again, I couldn't tell you if that was part of that or that was just down the street.
Yeah.
But they did look uniform. So, I mean, truth be told, a great apartment, I'm not going to lie, I'm very disappointed it wasn't millions of dollars. I'm assuming this is an older video.
I think so. And we also didn't see it decked out with a lot of stuff. I think it's in the church. But let us know down in the comments below.
Yeah, please drop more apartment tours from the legends themselves. You know, BTS stands for Bad Tall Skyscraper.
You just talking about the lawn care and stuff like that, like it makes you think about the things that you would think about this. You're like, oh, cool real estate, rented celebrities. But you don't really think about if you own this, or I'm sure if you're one of the many people that own this, I'm sure you would bring to light lawn care, maintenance fees, liabilities. Like that, all that stuff must be, as a landlord, is that stuff stressful?
Oh, if it wasn't for taxes and insurance, the profits would be a lot cooler. Yeah.
I guess it's just the system.
Exactly. Instead of making a couple $100 on a unit a year or a couple thousand if it's a big project, taxes and insurance are crazy. But regardless, I'm glad you had a good time. I very much enjoy these. We want to see some more. So please power up that like button, hit that subscribe button, as well as notification bell. We got a ton of cool content, reactions, Pokemon videos, real estate videos, how to start saving, all these other crazy things that we've got come for you. I think you're very much going to enjoy it. So please, if you would not mind, just hit that subscribe button. Anyway, also comment anything you'd like to see in future videos, anything you liked out of this video. Remember, I believe in you 100%. And I know you can do anything that you set your mind to. So never, never let anyone tell you any different. I think that's pretty good advice. Hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon, and we will see you on the next one.